Hey, what's up everybody? My name is GojiGames and welcome back to my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play. So today I brought in a special guest and I think that's the first time I've brought him on my channel. And if I already did, then this is actually the first time I'm bringing in as a, guest to comment alongside me. And his name is Cody, or Cody645, or might have a chance to leave. I completely lost count of how many nicknames you got.
Hi everyone, it's actually BakedGlue now, so that's the name I'll be going after for today. I am a Overwatch streamer as of late. I'm a pharmacy worker as well, and I'm also in the development of a visual novel titled Racing to Out of Darkness based off of the Castlevania series.
Yeah, so Cody and I have been collaborating since 2011, technically, with something...
Maybe even earlier than that.
I'm not exactly sure, but I think it all started in 2011 when it comes to our uploaded content, shall we say?
Yeah, maybe. That could make sense.
Yeah, because we started off with a series of videos called Effed Up Kaiju Battles, and that's something that... Yeah, it's something that completely happened by accident.
Oof. Yeah, I had to bring that up. Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well, that's how it all started for us.
That's true. That's true. I can't deny that.
Yeah, I had to mention it because that's how I started out on YouTube. You started out as Yard Diablo, if I remember.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Even I forgot about that. Jesus Murphy, buddy.
I think I remember that because, we were working on the canceled Roblox film, and, you were like, hey, I was active before I became a Kaiju Fan 77. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. You had this other YouTube channel that I completely forgot about. No, I guess it's the opposite.
I guess while I'm on the topic of that first account.
Yeah?
I actually kind of remember how I actually ended up with that name. And it's because I, 7-year-old me was just so goddamn upset he couldn't find a name. Decided to slap the keys on the keyboard and Yard Diablo came out. I'm like, you know what? Fine, this works. Take it. And I'm stuck with that for a couple of years, and then God knows what happened to that channel. I think it may have been closed down.
Yeah, or didn't you let somebody else borrow it, but then even he decided...
No.
Yeah.
Wait, no, you're right. You're right. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so that means... Okay, so that means that this channel, the original channel, has went through 3 different iterations. The first one being, of course, Yard Diablo. The second one being Little J. Shoutouts to Jay. Yeah. And now, I've basically, I've had it back into my possession for at least a year or 2. And about 8 months ago, decided to transform it yet again into its 3rd form, and it's now Racing to Out of Darkness. It's the official page, and we've got a video up right now meeting the voice actors for the project, and I'll be honest, it's a little stagnant right now, but I got my reasons. I have a full-time job now at a pharmacy, so it's really hard for me to actually handle this whole Goliath of a project on my own, but I still think about it. I'm still very eager to get back into it. I've made lots of advancements technologically, so it's going to look a lot cooler than originally intended. So I'm really, really excited about that, and I hope you guys will be too.
Yeah, so what's interesting is that after Effed Up Kaiju Battle, we went on to, we were originally going to work on another series called Godzilla Ultimate Daikaiju Battle, but I think we only shot 2 episodes, and then I wrote the script for the 3rd episode, and then we never got to that point. And, in the meantime, we went our own ways and decided to work on our own projects. I decided to work on some Let's Plays, and then eventually I created this audio production channel, which I hope to also turn it into, a filmmaking channel, because I'm also interested in working on some, short films and whatnot. And then, Cody went on to do some other projects like the ones he mentioned earlier, and he also graduated college in a radio course, if I remember correctly.
That's correct. It's radio broadcasting. After 2 years, I've graduated in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, and here I am, jobless in the field that I've studied for. Unfortunate.
Yeah, well, that's the same for me. Well, the only thing that came close to that was that I managed to play a few gigs here and there as a musician, but other than that, not so much. Well, I've done some volunteering work, but other than that, not some paid work. But then again, it's hard to get a job in our fields. Well, I'm not sure for radio broadcasting, but for like audio production, yes, it can be quite difficult. At least if you're not in the right spot.
Absolutely the same concept over in radio broadcasting. It can be ridiculously difficult to find something that suits your needs. You also run the fear of becoming very expandable. So, like, your job is never guaranteed to last too long, which is unfortunate because either you go in a small market, you have no audience, but at least there you know you're going to keep your job, or you go in a big market where you're unbelievably expandable, but you have the opportunity to reach out to such a wider audience than you would in a small community. Anyways, I think let's play that banjo, shall we?
Yeah, I'm on the Jinjo phase at the moment, and unfortunately for Cody, he can't see what's going on at the moment because
Nope.
we got
No,
some
I can't.
technical issues going on, or I got some technical issues because I don't have a computer that's as great as Cody's. And you said you're streaming some Overwatch gaming, right?
That's correct. I streamed yesterday for about 4 hours. Didn't didn't go over too well. I didn't have that much of an audience, but those who were there were absolutely lovely. So I guess it all played out in the end. I guess. I think for me, one of my biggest challenges is really to get that engaged audience. Like, sure, you'll maybe have like a lurker showing up, and like, you'll have like 15 different people on your stream for a solid like 2 minutes, and then you're back at being at 2, and that's if you're lucky, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a tough gig, especially trying to get your audience and everything else seems to be like lightning in a bottle, and persistence. And persistence, unfortunately, is not a thing that I can do anymore because my job.
Yeah. Well, now that we have day jobs, it's a little harder to organize everything, not just because of COVID. And we were going to work on some more things here and there, but like I mentioned, COVID is like in the way. Well, it's pretty much the same thing for everybody. It's in the way of like everything. So we have to be like super careful and work remotely. And it's funny because originally Cody was supposed to like come into my home studio to get his stuff recorded if he has to do like a character voice or whatnot. But recently he got his own gear and he's able to record himself at home. So that can make things a whole lot easier. And by the way, I just beat Gruntilda, so now we're witnessing the Jinjinator rising up and, well, shooting her down, shall we say.
There you go. Probably one of the most satisfying endings in all of video games. You get Gruntilda taunting you the entire time throughout the whole story of Banjo-Kazooie, and I think Banjo-Tooie as well for a little bit, but nowhere near as much. And I think she drops the rhymes as well. And yeah, just being able to completely plow her out and just put her down and put her 6 feet underground, just get rid of her, make her history.
I think, if I remember correctly, Banjo-Kazooie was the game that officially brought us together as contributors, because before that we weren't really talking to each other much, and then at one point you decided to invite me to your place to beat Banjo-Kazooie, and after a few attempts I finally beat it, and then I guess if I remember correctly, that's where we ended up coming with the idea of collaborating and making some stupid videos until we decided to be a little bit more serious about it. But eventually that all failed.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's stopping us from trying again? I reckon we could definitely see eye to eye.
Yeah, so right now we're enjoying the credits, and we are at Scabby. Do you remember any of the names in the Banjo-Kazooie?
Honestly, not really. There's There's a handful that like I should know the name, but I just don't. Because honestly, it has been too long since I've played Banjo-Kazooie. I used to have an annual tradition of playing it every year, and it just hasn't happened in 2020 because I just wasn't in it mentally. But 2021 is going a lot better than 2020, so I mean, so far, knock on wood.
Yeah.
That was a really hard knock on wood because I don't want to jinx my rest of the year. God, no. But all this to say, I should be able to do my tradition again this year of completing Banjo every year.
Yeah, it's a childhood game. It's one of those games where you have to play. Well, you don't have to, but you feel like you have to play at least once a year because if you grow up with it, it becomes like a tradition.
Yeah, exactly. Well, at least for me, and I can't talk on the behalf of other people, but I know for me, there's a tradition of at least revisiting Banjo-Kazooie every year.
Yeah, and Banjo 2 as well. Although it's been a while since I played that game, I do hope that I will get to play that game one day, but the problem is I'm not into playing the longer games on my channel yet. I don't feel like I'm ready yet until I can record the same way you can, or basically if I can get my hands on something like game capture or something that'll actually allow me to record right off my TV screen. And
wait. How are you streaming this then? So like how are you recording this? What are you playing this on?
I'm actually using an emulator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not great because, well, I have, oh yeah, it says here, the Zubas.
The Zubas.
The Zubas, yeah. The bees.
Oh, right, the guys from, Click Clock Wood.
Yeah, the guys from Click Clock Wood you had trouble with because you didn't have the invincibility move.
Zubas. Screw them. No, you know what? I'm gonna let swear. Fuck them. Fuck the Zubas. They suck.
Yeah, because I actually managed to beat them with ease with the invulnerability move. I think the first time I showed you this, you were so jealous and pissed off.
Yeah, like my young ass self would have been, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, as I was
Like,
saying,
no,
yeah.
I wish I saw that. No, I wish I knew that.
Yeah, but as I was saying,
No,
yeah,
the
longer
fucking idiot
games,
don't
not for me yet, but hopefully soon soon enough I'll be able to play Banjo 2 as well, because believe it or not,
Yeah.
I beat that game before beating Banjo-Kazooie.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was so into Banjo 2.
Question for you.
What's up?
As someone who was claimed to have beaten Banjo-Tooie before Banjo-Kazooie, how on God's green earth did you get past the second phase of Canary Mary without destroying your hand?
Without destroying my hand?
Yeah.
It's funny because my thumb was actually sore the first time I beat Canary Mary twice.
So now it doesn't hurt anymore? What?
Well, now it doesn't hurt anymore because, well, my speed on my thumb has increased a little bit. Well, endurance, I should say, more. But, yeah, but the endurance on my thumb has increased. But once in a while, it still gets a little tired, but it doesn't really get sore anymore. But for whatever reason, I just can't remember what trick you used to actually pull off the... you know, how you get the minecart to go faster, or the, the robotic mouse to go faster without, like, tapping so fast?
Yeah, the first phase of Canary Mary is fine. Like, that's no problem. It's the second one in Cloud Cuckoo Land that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It just needs to cease to exist.
It's almost like the beetle in Donkey Kong 64. It took me so much time to beat that beetle.
Not that guy. No. Fuck him too. Just like the Zubas. The Zubas and the fucking beetle from Donkey Kong 64. Screw them both. No.
The beetle
my
from
homies hate
the beetle from Banjo-Kazooie, and then the beetle from Banjo-Tooie would be Canary Mary. It's like there's a tradition in Rareware games to have someone like a character like Canary Mary that frustrates the hell out of you.
Fuck the bug characters in rare games. Me and my homies hate the bug character from rare games.
Yeah. I'm surprised I managed to beat all three of them. Like, you know, Canary Mary, the Beetle. I keep forgetting its name, but yeah, the Beetle and, well, the Zuba as well. To me, that's not exactly.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. Like the Zubas are fine if you got the golden feathers.
Yeah.
But there's another part in Kazooie now that really pissing me off.
I can't really think of anything except
the
for
inside of the ship from Rusty Bucket Bay.
Oh, the engine room.
The engine room. There you go.
Yeah, the engine room. Well, I guess if that would qualify as a character, yeah, that would be it. And I died in that part once during my Let's Play.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, although
what controller are you using?
I'm using a third-party PlayStation 3 controller.
Okay.
So it was a little hard to navigate through the engine room, and that's why I died and actually accidentally ran into a fan. But other than that, it went fine. The only thing is, I actually went through the engine room very early, so that way I didn't have to worry about it much.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I always go through the engine room early because otherwise, if I collect, if I'm about to collect all the notes and I die, then I have to go through the entire level all over again and recollect the notes. So yeah, guys, that concludes my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play. Thanks everybody for watching. And before we wrap this up, Cody, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/BakedGlue. I'll be streaming every once in a while, trying my best, just trying to swerve around my busy work schedule. And check out Gracing Took Out of Darkness. I've been working on this tirelessly for almost well over 6 months now, and its anniversary is coming up on June 16th or July 16th or something like that. So I'm trying to have it out before that date, and hopefully you guys will be there for the release. So thank you for having me, and I will see you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this. Believe it or not, we've been trying to record this like so many times throughout the years, and yeah, I'm glad we finally managed to pull this off. So yeah, the links will be in the description below. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.